Ahli, Ismaili, the top guns as usual. What other teams that do you expect are going to be really competing for this competition?
No, that wasn't clear at all from the first two weeks.
It's not obvious yet.
It's not obvious yet. You know, Tariq Yahya's MCDR won a game and drew the other. The teams, Haras Hudud lost the first two games, and that was somewhat disappointing. You know, Haras Hudud had been represented all the past seasons being the black horse of the competition. It's still not clear though. Even so, I expect that there will be tough competition for some teams for Ahli and Zamalek.
Definitely, this is going to be interesting, and the competition between the teams should be heated up as time goes by. And let's end it here for the Egyptian Premier League and move now for the English Premier League. And Man United and Tottenham Hotspur will be looking to poke sticks in each other's wheels. Spokes when they face off in the Premier League stands out in New Year's Day fixture. Let's have a look at the story.
Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur will be looking to poke sticks in each other's wheel spokes when they face off in the Premier League's standout New Year's Day fixtures. Both sides have endured trying periods this season as United lost 5 of their last 15 games and Tottenham sacked manager Andre Villas-Boas, but both have enjoyed improved fortunes in recent weeks. United have won their last 6 games in all competitions, while Tottenham are unbeaten in the league under new head coach Tim Sherwood, who has introduced an adventurous 4-4-2 formation. The two teams remain 8 points behind leaders Arsenal, with United ahead of Spurs on goal difference, but results over the festive period enabled them to close to within just 3 points of the Champions League places. Liverpool, meanwhile, are only 2 points ahead, having conceded their grip on top spot and slipped to 5th place following consecutive losses at title rivals Manchester City and Chelsea. United expected to welcome back Wayne Rooney after he missed Saturday's 1-0 win at Norwich City with a groin injury, but Robin van Persie remains sidelined due to a thigh problem. In the Dutchman's absence, manager David Moyes has urged Danny Welbeck, scorer of 4 goals in his last 4 league games, to carry his impressive recent form through to the end of the season. Spurs held United to a 2-2 draw when the sides last met at White Hart Lane on December the 1st and won 3-2 on their last visit to Old Trafford in September 2012. Arsenal finished 2013 in the first place after a hard-fought 1-0 win at Newcastle United at the weekend, and on Wednesday they host a Cardiff City side still adjusting to life without sacked manager Malky Mackey. However, with Manchester City a point behind in 2nd place and Chelsea a point further back in 3rd, Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger believes that it is too early to be thinking about the league title.
1 week ago, the six or seven teams will be fighting for the Premier League till the end. This will continue exactly the same as.
Yes, and just an hour ago, Manchester United's 4th home defeat of the season after going down 2-1 to Tottenham at Old Trafford. Goals from Emmanuel Ebadior and Christian Eriksen put Tottenham in control, and although Danny Welbeck pulled a goal back, Tim Sherwood's men held on for an impressive win for Tottenham, and the beginning of the year moves away from Man United for this important match. Now, from the English Premier League to the top events of 2014 expected to come, definitely Brazil 2014. Teams are getting prepared for this important, and I think spectators are also getting prepared for this important event.
Well, exactly. You know, the World Cup every 4 years, everyone wait for that competition. You know, the top countries are vying for the top competition ever, and it will be entertaining this time because many teams are really tipped to win the title.
Yes,
this
exactly.
time.
So if Omar, if we looked at some of the groups, and we need your opinion and analysis on these groups. So you're having Group A: Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon. How do you see it?
Well, Brazil will of course qualify for the next round. Talking about Mexico and Cameroon and Croatia. I believe Croatia could have a chance. Luka Modric of Real Madrid can make a big difference with them. I believe it will be between Mexico and Croatia, and I believe Croatia have a bigger chance to make it to the next round.
Yes. So the second group is Spain, Netherlands, Chile, and Australia.
Well, that's a tough group as well. Spain and Netherlands are firm favorites to make it to the next round, even though Chile are not a weak side. Sanchez of Barcelona is one of their prominent players. But still Spain will almost have almost made it to the next round, and they will, of course, will be joined by Netherlands. You know, Robin van Persie. So many players of Holland could easily help them make it to the next stage.
So Spain is there trying to defend the title in this important event, and do you think they can make it once again?
They have the chance to make it once again. Spain are a very strong side. You're talking about players, talking about Iniesta, Xavi Alonso, in front Soldado, Negredo. A very strong side, Spain.
Yes, definitely. Netherlands usually makes it ahead to the semi-finals and the quarter-finals, and they have a very good record, but they never move towards clinching a title in the late years. How do you see this?
Well, the Netherlands, I believe, well, they have a good chance this time. Robin van Persie is one of their top players. You're talking about Strutsman of Roma. There's a handful of players that could easily help Netherlands advance, even though they will be facing a very tough competition from other teams that have a very big chance as well.
Yes. So if we move to Group C: Colombia, Greece, Cote d'Ivoire, and Japan.
Colombia, Greece, Cote d'Ivoire, and Japan. Well, somewhat it's difficult to predict what teams exactly, but you could say Colombia could make it. Falcao of Monaco and Vladimir are very top players that could help Colombia to the next round.
Yes.
Regarding other than Colombia, no, Greece, I don't believe they have much of a chance. There is Greece and Colombia, and who else?
Greece, Colombia, Cote d'Ivoire, and Japan.
Well, I believe Cote d'Ivoire have a very good chance. Yaya Touré is quite impressive with the Man City in the English Premier League. We're talking about Wilfred Bony of Swansea City. He scored today a double with a terrific goal near the end. I believe Ivory Coast have a very good chance to progress to the next stage.
Yes, Uruguay, Costa Rica, England, and Italy. We were just seeing England playing in their friendly matches in the qualification stages. Group D is not an easy one with Uruguay.
That's a tight group. That's a tight group, and Uruguay. When you talk about Luis Suarez of Liverpool, an unstoppable striker, a very dangerous front man. He almost scores in every game. He almost dishes out assists in every game. Talking about Edison Cavani, Uruguay are there, a side to be reckoned with. Talking about Italy and England, of course, Italy have a very big chance. But when we're talking about who will qualify between the three, Uruguay, Italy, and England, it makes it a bit difficult, and you can't imagine that England could wave goodbye the competition from the first round.
Yes, and they usually have bad luck, and definitely they need the best of luck in this competition.
That's true, and at the same time, I cannot rule out that England could oust the competition from the first round.
Well, time has passed by. I'd like to thank you very much, Omar Zazour, for joining us. It has been a great pleasure to have you with us.
Well, thank you so much. It has been a great pleasure for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And before we leave you and we wrap up this edition, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us and leave you with this story. Doctors will hold a news conference on Michael Schumacher's condition on Tuesday at the French hospital where the Formula One legend is battling for his life after a skiing accident. Let's have a look at the story. And thanks very much for watching, and have a great year.
7-time Formula One champion Michael Schumacher was in a critical condition after going brain surgery following a weekend skiing accident that has stunned drivers, fans and athletes around the world. The Grenoble University Hospital Center said the retired racing driver arrived at the clinic in a coma on Sunday and underwent immediate surgery for a serious head trauma. It was not clear whether the 44-year-old Schumacher was still in a coma, but the hospital statement, which was signed by a neurosurgeon, an anesthesiologist and Marc Pinot, the hospital's deputy director, said that he remains in a critical condition. Schumacher fell while skiing off-piste in Mirabel in the French Alps on Sunday morning and hit his head on a rock, according to a statement from the resort. The Mirabel resort initially said Schumacher had been taken to Grenoble for tests, and authorities said his life was not in danger. But the situation began to appear more serious when the resort said that orthopedic and trauma surgeon Gerald Salant had traveled from Paris to the hospital to examine Schumacher. German news agency said it was Salant who operated when he broke his leg during a crash at the Silverstone race course in 1999. In addition to the crash at Silverstone, Schumacher was hurt seriously in a motorcycling accident in February of 2009 in Spain when he suffered neck and spine injuries. Those injuries prevented him making a shock comeback that year to stand in for the injured Massa. However, he came back to the sport full-time in 2010. Schumacher is the most successful driver in Formula One history, with 7 driver championships and 91 race wins. After initial success with the Benetton team, he moved to Ferrari and helped turn the Italian team into the sport's dominant force. After initially retiring in 2006, he made a comeback in 2010 and raced for 3 years with Mercedes.
No, con la 500.
And with the family's agreements, we went to the operating theater, and the